Constitutional Convention did. Today you'd have to go to Congress to get it done. And to put it bluntly, today Congress is a joke. It's an absolute disgrace. We have 1/3 of our government, the first branch of our government, that is totally non-functional. The president at a recent black-tie dinner in Washington joked that he was grateful so many members of Congress had taken a break in their arduous schedule of not doing anything in order to come to the dinner. And he was being kind. The 112th Congress is just adjourned, sine die, and has the distinction of being the least productive Congress in a generation. And I can list the issues that they have left unaddressed, but I have only 40 minutes. I covered the House of Representatives, as Lee mentioned, for ABC for 7 years, and they were among my happiest at the network. And I came to love the institution, messy and chaotic as it is. Those were years when it did something. Now it doesn't work. It doesn't serve the interests of the Republic. It serves the interests of its members and the members' political parties, and the Senate, which requires 60 votes to pass any kind of contentious legislation, whatever happened to the rule of majority, is even worse. Polarization pervades the Congress. There are now a number of factors, both social and structural, that deepens divisions in Washington and not only undermine cooperation and compromise, but also basic comity and even civility. To wit, one member yelled at the president, "You lie." Members of the House and Senate now consider themselves politicians first and legislators second. Political scientists who quantify such things, and I can provide you with citation after citation, say the two parties are more polarized than at any time since the Reconstruction. Look at Washington, and it would be logical to assume that the parties are so polarized because the American public is polarized. But that's wrong. Just one quote from Hacker and Pearson in their book, Winner Take All Politics, and I hesitate to do this because one of them is a Yalie. But they wrote, the ideological polarization of the electorate as a whole, the degree of disagreement on left-right issues overall is modest and has changed little over time. Polarization primarily reflects not the growing polarization of voters, but the declining responsiveness of American politicians to the electoral middle.